Well, hey, good morning. It's Thursday. I can't remember the date. I'm on my way to Angletech as hi. Something happened, and on Saturday, these people, man, they don't even tell you they're there. But yeah, so on Saturday, after our ride on a very hot day, she's shifting gears on me. Well, I'm having a real bad time here because things are not working like they're supposed to. Okay, so yeah, well, okay. I guess what happened is that I was picked up the rear of the bike to bring it into where I keep it under the stairs at home, or at the apartment complex, and sure as heck, some reason the wire, the rear derailleur wire, let go. Didn't break. It just let go. It just popped out, and then this is the new derailleur I got is a Shimano Q's, C-U-E-S, and like most derailleurs these days, mostly a plastic body, but it has a metal square holder type of thing. For the little door that holds the door and hook that holds the cable, in for the rear derailleur. Well, for some weird reason, which I can't figure out, like I said, it just came undone, didn't break. And so, but that metal piece that goes inside an arm on the derailleur body itself, I couldn't figure out how to get it back in. It looks like it looks like it should just slide right into the the square space on the derailleur arm, but I couldn't get it to go. So, like I said, now this was last Saturday. Luckily, it got me home, so that's awesome. But yeah, so we called Angletech and tried to set up a they have a shop van where they could come and pick me up, and they could look at it, because I couldn't figure out. Well, had to wait till Tuesday. They didn't come get me on Tuesday, so then I had to wait till I was waiting on Wednesday, and I finally said, "No, I got to figure out how to get this thing back together so I can limp it up to Angletech." And so I finally did. I finally figured out that what happens is that you have to turn the piece of, the metal piece that holds the rear cable derailleur bolt. You have to turn that backwards from what it looks like, and then insert it into the arm of the derailleur backwards too. So I got that figured out, and I got it together, but it's not shifting well. So I'm got up this morning. I got to get up to Angletech before they open up, and then that way maybe they can they're going to take a look at it for me, make sure I put the rear derailleur cable wire back right, make sure I actually, thank you, to where I actually got it into the system, or into the derailleur right, and clamped it down right. But it's not shifting right. It will shift, but it's not shifting right. And sometimes it will start doing a skip. So I'm not touching. I'm in the the fourth rear cog, and that's what I'm staying in. I'm not even going to try to shift this thing. I'll let them figure it out. But yeah, I mean, luckily the weather has not been good for the last few days, so it's not a big miss. Passing on your left. Thank you. And we're now going under the Fillmore Street Bridge. We're on the, of course, I'm sure you guys could figure it out, the Pikes Peak Greenway here in Colorado Springs, Colorado. And yeah, so Joe was still snoozing when I left. It's, like, should be about 8:30 by now. Yeah, about 8:30. Well, the shop doesn't open till 10, but I wanted to make sure I got up there early. So hopefully, it's just going to be a quick adjustment and everything will be great. And I did it right. Morning. But I also want to talk to him about the what happened is that, okay, I had the chain set up on the second cog, second rear cog of the cassette. And when the wire let go, well, of course, the derailleur tried to snap itself and the chain, clear back down to ninth gear or the ninth cog, and well, of course, it got hung up all over the place. But the worst one was that it had pulled the chain over the top of the rear derailleur cage. So I had to grab the rear derailleur itself, and move it by hand so I could get enough slack to it's really pretty in the mornings, man. See how it glints off of the creek? Yeah, it really is pretty. But yeah, so and I noticed that the whole body was loose. The whole derailleur itself, where it hooks into the frame. So I tightened that down real good. I don't have a excuse me, I don't have a torque wrench, so I just snugged it really good, and then gave it a quarter extra turn, eighth to a quarter extra turn, just to make sure that it was snugged down good. But yeah, so like I said, I'm on my way to Angletech. I'm on the Greenway now. Pretty. Howdy.
How you doing?
Good. Next thing, I'll jump off onto the Sinton trail, and I'll take that up to Angletech. They're not right on the trail. They're actually off by quite a bit, but that'll get you there faster and closer than doing. There is another way, but it's a lot longer, and it's a lot more car traffic. And plus too, if this thing breaks down again, if the wire pulls out on me, I'll have to just turn it around, and then drag it all the way up to Angletech, which will be hell, because it's it's basically 4 miles to Angletech from where we live here in Colorado Springs. But so far, I've even got it to where it's not skipping, because I'm not trying to push it and I'm not shifting. So if it'll just stay like this, because I can use the e-assist, to help me get up more up hills and stuff. But yeah, thought I'd try to give you a little bit of creekside stuff here. Not the world's best view, but it's kind of like a tunnel. So, oh man, yeah, I have to forgive me. My body is not happy with me this morning, so it is being a bit of a bear. But yeah, so that's the story. And I'm a little disappointed in Angletech, to be honest with you. You know, I mean, I was willing to pay, you know, their fee for like delivering a trike or, you know, picking up a trike, because they've done it for other customers. And so I'm a little disappointed that, you know, they couldn't have taken 15 minutes and come and got it. So, but you know what? I totally depend on them. I'm not a mechanic. I mean, I'm a basic mechanic. I did figure out how to put the derailleur and hook the wire back in by myself. So, and this is on the brand new Q's. Well, it's not. I guess it's a couple years old now. Q's derailleur system, which I know nothing about. And YouTube wasn't any help whatsoever. Okay, now we're going on the Sinton Trail. Nobody's coming. Okay. All right. Nice, smooth transition there. But, so we're changing from Monument Creek to Douglas Creek. Coming up. Stay tight. Oh, that's good. Now she's trying to skip on me. Okay, bring E-assist down there. Pretty steep little hill there. Going under the railroad bridge. So yeah, you know, ours are the older 9-speed style. So I know, because everybody else has, you know, gone way up to, you know, 10, 11, 12. But you know, our trikes are quite old. Mine's 15, Joe's is 17 years old, you know, so I didn't want to put too much super new stuff on it. I mean, the reason that I went to the new derailleur was because the old derailleur I had on here was not compatible with the rapid shifter setup that I had installed. I can get you a better look right there. Yeah. And don't get me wrong, I really do like the rapid shifter better than the old another bridge to go under here. People in their trash. Oh, it looks like somebody was cleaning up, so thank you to whoever those people were. It was very, very nice of you. Yeah. Oh yeah. Geez, a gas-powered lawn a weed whacker, you know? Why in the world would a homeless person need a gas-powered weed whacker? Oh. Oh, sorry about that. I have a terrible habit of humming to myself, so hopefully that won't drive you too crazy. But yeah, so like I said, now we're on the Sinton Trail, and we're doing the boogie. I got the nightlife. I want to boogie on the bicycle trail. Okay, that's as much as I'll do to you there. But I thought, since I haven't been able to do a lot of video lately, because I've had a broke trike, and nothing sadder than a broke trike. Somehow I got to save enough money to where we can pick up another trike, and I don't really care, you know. It doesn't have to be an ice. It could be a terror trike. It could be a trident. It could be, you know, I mean, it could be a a Sunseeker, but picked that up as a spare, and then get one of those sport whatever drum, indoor sets for trikes, where you could use the trike inside. But then I get a what am I trying to think of? I get a passing on your left. Thank you. Have a good day. And yeah, so get that, have that set up, and then I could give my current, normal style recumbent exercise bike to my brother Bob, because he could use one. And then put a chain gobbler on the trike, whatever kind of trike it is. And then I'd howdy. And yeah, I put that chain gobbler on there, and then that way, if Joe needed it, we could just, change it very quickly, or if I needed it, we could change it very quickly. Now, of course, we won't be able to afford to put e-assist on it, so we'll have to get a mountain bike triple crank set put on it, and we'll just have to use that best we can. But I could do that, and then that way, if we had somebody show up didn't have a trike, we could, I could let them ride mine. I could let them ride that one. Passing on your left. Thank you. Have a good day. But yeah, like we talked about before, this is the newly concreted part of the Sinton Trail. The Sinton Trail basically goes west off of the Pikes Peak Greenway, and then it ends up on 30th Street and Garden of the Gods Road, because from there it switches into the Foothills Trail. We got lots of walkers out this morning. There's been a couple of bikes too. Oh, this guy's got the dog, he's got his little girl, and he's got the baby too. Passing on your left. Thank you. Have a good day. But, and the little girl is not happy. She's having to walk when everybody else is riding. Can't blame her. Well, so far, so good. I'm more than halfway to Angletech, so if I did have to drag it, well, I could do it. It wouldn't be easy because it's still a lot of uphill, but it's a lot closer now than it would have been from the house. Yeah, like I said, I mean, I know Angletech's really busy this time of year, but we're talking 15 minutes, and I'm willing to pay, I'm willing to pay their, I mean, I think they have a fee of like $100. I'm more than willing to pay that. I mean, if I had a car and it was incapacitated and I had to have it towed, shoot. Even if it was in town, it would probably cost me $100. So, I don't see that as a big problem. Good morning. Passing on your left. Thank you very much. Have a good day. Yeah. It's so funny because this thing was like full of trees and bushes, and they took them all out, and opened it all up, and then they put in all this new rock wall and everything. And yet now, man, I'll tell you what, all those trees and bushes, they've come back. Now, it's still not anywhere near as filled up as it used to be, but it came back fast. And we're in a drought. I mean, we're in a pretty serious drought here in mostly the whole state of Colorado. Not quite as bad here in Colorado Springs as it is in some of the other areas of Colorado, state of Colorado. But yeah, and it seems like we're not the only one. It seems like there's a lot of drought this year. And yet, I've got friends that I call them friends. We've never met each other, but they're video people, like me. And there's one called Dad and Zach, Z-A-K-S, Zach's Recumbent on YouTube. Really nice pictures of I can't even pronounce the Indian name of the river, big river, that they ride right next to. We just have Fountain Creek, we don't have a big river anywhere. Well, except for if you get down to Pueblo, and then there's the Arkansas. That's the biggest river we've got around here, because the Colorado is a long ways away. But passing on your left. Thank you. Good morning. Good. But yeah, so like I said, that's what's happening for today. Now, it is supposed to, I'm very fortunate the weather turned this nice. Cut me a real break, because it wasn't supposed to be this nice. Originally, it was supposed to be quite rainy this morning. So this is like excellent amundo. Morning.
Morning.
Kid probably liked that too. I know we did when I was a kid. Okay. Get through the tiny tunnel of terror here. Howdy. I like his old Harley Davidson #1 shirt. That's pretty cool. With the American. Okay, let's see if anybody's coming. Hello. No, looks like we're good. Recumbent trike in the tunnel. The tiny tunnel of terror. Coming out. Kind of a hole here. Okay, up. What time do we got? I gotta check the time here, folks, real quick like. That's the entrance way that way to the tunnel. Okay, so it is, oh yeah, we got plenty of time. So we're going to go ahead and do the rest of this trail, and then go back down from there to Angletech. Normally we'd turn right here, but I'm very early, so I don't want to get there before 9. Hopefully, if I get there, if I get there by 9:30, maybe they'll be able to pull me in and take a quick look at it, just to make sure everything's well, and adjust it, because it's not shifting well at all. It's skipping when I shift, so it's off somehow. It's not quite right, which I understand, because it pulled when that cable popped. It pulled it hard. That might have been one of the reasons why the body of the derailleur was loose too, because I had it up, like I said, on the second cog of an 11x40 cassette, and it slammed itself the minute that wire let go. The derailleur tried to slam itself back, to the 9th cog. So yeah, not good, not good at all. As you can see, the trail kind of goes up along the canal. That seems to be a very popular deal in Colorado Springs, is putting trails right next to canals. Morning. But they probably don't, it's not something that people use all the time before. So, and it probably had an old dirt trail, walking trail. So it made a very convenient place to make a bike. We have a big fight going on for this big ugly building over here with all the pipes and stuff. That used to be an Intel plant, to make chips. And then, they closed it down, and then all of a sudden there was like, after they closed it down completely, and I think they've been closed for about a year, maybe two, they had a big shortage of chips, microchips, and I thought for sure, they might just open it back up, but I guess it was all, pieces of it were already sold. So they didn't have any choice. They had to they didn't have any choice, so they had to, I guess, build a new plant someplace else. Big sticks here on this side. Like I said, yeah, it's not a natural canal. It is a man-made, without a doubt. And this is a very this area up here, very wealthy. You can see by the sizes of their houses, man, they're huge. Joe and I live in a tiny little one-bedroom apartment. We can't even imagine, living in a house that big for just two people. Of course, we couldn't afford the utility bills. That's for sure. Of course, I guess it wouldn't be so bad if you own the home and you're not paying a house payment. You're only doing insurance and, that kind of stuff. You're not having to pay rent. Good morning. Thank you. Yeah. Oh, okay. This is this. Oh, darn trees got my. Sorry, my hand slipped a little bit. I'm using the handheld camera today so I can talk to you because it's the one that has the better wireless mic hooked to it instead of the internal. Yeah, this big building right up here. Well, now they want to turn it into an AI data center, and everybody up here is fighting it. Howdy. And I seriously don't blame them. Because even though this one would probably be rather small next to a lot of them you see, but a lot of people are turning, voting them out, trying to get rid of them, and I don't blame them. I don't think they're good. And it's so weird, too, because if you look at maps of the world, data centers, AI data centers of the world, the United States has 10 times, maybe 25 times as many AI data centers as most of the world. I mean, even like Russia and China. What you figured China would have a huge amount of AI data centers. But actually, in all truthfully, they really don't. Morning. Got some pook-ups here from the tree roots and stuff, in this old asphalt. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. They've probably run out of money, but it would be great if they could actually get this part to this part here, to get it concreted, man. Because it's getting pretty rough in places. It's still actually it's better than a lot of them. Because one thing about Colorado Springs is every one of our trails, everyone, it doesn't matter which one it is, has either one or two sections, old asphalt sections that are, beat up and pocked and cracked and so it would be nice if the city, when they do get money, could concentrate on getting rid of all this old asphalt and getting it into concrete like the rest of the trail. Yeah, so it's only about 8:45, so we'll go ahead and go up. All right. Good morning. Passing on your left. Thank you. Have a good day. Well, like I said, except for the fact that it doesn't shift real smooth, I didn't do a bad job just because it's held together. And this is not unbumpy in the least. So now what we're doing is you're going to run into Garden of the Gods Road, which strangely does not go to the Garden of the Gods. It goes up to 30th Street, and then you have to go down 30th Street, howdy, to get to the Garden of the Gods, City Park itself. But they consider this double sidewalk part of the Sinton Trail. So what we're doing is we're going to go all the way up to 30th Street, and the very starting of the Foothills Trail, and then we're going to turn down a side street and come back this way, because basically Angletech is south of here. But yeah, I want them to, you know, adjust the gearing, and I want them to make sure I routed the cable right, and ask them about the loose derailleur body. So like I said, I can't be too late, but like I said, I'm just going to go up here. In fact, I'll probably just go up to the Red Leg Brewery. Yeah, that's what they call it, Red Leg Beer Brewery. And it's one of those, you know, local beer making places. The fancy stuff, I guess. I can't drink beer because I'm allergic to hops. So, yeah, I know that's a weird one, isn't it? It's just like Joe. Joe's allergic to marijuana. Seriously, and I'm not kidding you. She's horribly allergic. It basically the what do you call it? You know, all plants, you know, kind of push out a pollen, and she's absolutely allergic to the pollen. It goes in and basically it infects her lungs, and then she can't breathe. And if she touches the you know, marijuana, she breaks out in hives all over the place and gets sick. So she's totally allergic to marijuana. She's also allergic to IVs. So it, you know, I mean, and some other things, and they all have like a genetic you know, bond, even though they're totally different kinds of things. So like I said, I'm just gonna go up here and turn around, and then I'll go ahead and let you guys go for a bit, get down to Angletech, try to get that taken care of, and then I'll get back with you, because I'm not really going on a ride per se, you know, a heavy ride. I'm just trying to take up a little time here. But I'm very pleased that it's holding together again. But like I said, I haven't shifted it. I've let eAssist help me. That's the one good thing about eAssist, you know. Because without it, I would need to go into a much, you know, a much lower, smaller cog on the cassette, rear cassette, you know. Of course, there's only one cassette, and that's in the rear, so. But yeah. Okay. Yeah, so I'm going to go up here and turn around. This is Arrows West Drive. If you go to the intersection up here, and on this double wide sidewalk, and you turn left, you will basically go from the Sinton Trail to the Foothills Trail. This is Red Leg Brewery and all the different little restaurants and cargo containers that they have. All right, well, BJ by himself today, so it's BJ out on the recumbent. All right. We will get back at you. Bye for now. Well, hey. All right, I'm back. And I just want to say, let me take something back that I said. I do appreciate Angletech a lot. They do give us a little more priority just because we don't have a car, and they know that the trikes are our only form of transportation. But I also understand, and I'm sorry I gritched because I didn't need to gritch. They took care of me. I got there, Josiah came out, early. They weren't even open yet, and got me all squared away. So, like I said, I'm going to take back what I said this earlier today, and say that Angletech is one heck of a good dealership. I have to be a little more understanding that they are so busy this time of year that they're like a month out for appointments and stuff, and yet they took the time to when I figured out how to at least get it up here, they took the time to put it all together for me, and make sure everything was cool. So yeah. So now it just reminds me that I need to check my rear derailleur bolts, once a week, just to make sure they're all good and snug. But yeah, so everything shifts nicely again, and we're just heading back. It looks really pretty out here, but eventually today it's supposed to, it's supposed to turn to where by noon they're talking about, possible really heavy thunderstorms. So I'm just going to head on back to the apartment and put the trike away because tomorrow's not supposed to be much better. And I got very fortunate, like I said, that we've got such good weather this morning, but you can kind of see them clouds are building up already, and it's only like 9:30. So no, like I said, Angletech are good people, and sometimes you just get frustrated, That could be Larry. Larry's another member of the PPRRN. In fact, he's the assistant administrator. I'm the main administrator. He's the assistant administrator, but I just call him an administrator. So he backs me up if, like I got sick or, or something like that. So, yeah, it's all right. So we're going to go back through the tiny tunnel of terror. Come on, baby. Come on. Turn. Gotta be careful because there's like a 10-foot drop on the other side here. You all okay?
Yeah. Just waiting for my mom to bring us to the bike.
Oh, okay. All right. Have a good day. Okay, so we're back into the tiny tunnel of terror. And although it's not as bad, nowhere near as bad as it used to be, because the lights actually work now. Yes, isn't that wonderful? You can actually kind of see. Recumbent trike coming through. All right. Oh, yeah. That broken up asphalt here. Bounce. Howdy. Yeah, like I said, every one of our trails has an old asphalt section or two. This one has, I call it two because they've got one just after Chestnut Street. Well, no, that one's okay. Actually, so it's this one that is between Chestnut Street and Centennial Boulevard. And then the next one is between Centennial Boulevard and Garden of the Gods Road. And if they could ever get the money to be able to finish those two sections for this trail, it would all be concrete. And man, it would be absolutely, I mean, it's a nice trail to begin with. But it's funny because this part of Douglas Creek is all natural, you know. But the minute you go under the bridge here, it's yeah, you know, it's all man-made. Well, actually, it was natural, and then they, you know, put up rock walls and concrete. Howdy. And yeah. But yeah, great to have the trike back at 100%. This part here is so smooth now. You know, before it was just as ruddy as and bumpy and stuff as the stuff coming out of the tunnel. Now though, it's like glass. I mean, it's still got some bumps in it, but next to what it was, man, it's just like absolutely wonderful. But yeah, like I said, Saturday and Sunday are supposed to be gorgeous. No rain at all. So Saturday will be the next ride. Today's Thursday. Morning. But yeah, you know, sometimes you just get frustrated. And I was very frustrated because I was having such a hard time putting the, you know, figuring out how that one little metal piece for the cable holder bolt to go into fit inside the derailleur body, because it's just like, oh man, I mean, I was just like getting crazy. It's like maybe, but you know, it was a very hot day on Saturday. It was 95 degrees. And when we got home, I took the time to put a second tail light on Joe's trike. So, and that was done out in the sun. Passing on your left. Thank you. Have a good day. But yeah, you can tell how new all this is because, you know, the fencing's new. And although I don't really know why they bother with the fencing, because to be totally honest with you, the split rail fencing, it just goes bad. I mean, it does. It just goes bad. And falls apart. So I can see if they wanted to fence it, if they'd set up chain link, you know. Since I got a little more time now, it looks like the clouds, I'll beat the clouds home. I want to go down here and show you this tunnel. Eventually, up there, I don't know if you can see the traffic or not. Actually, that's on I-25. But up there is Chestnut Street. And eventually, they're going to have this where we'll be able to use this to go all the way under Chestnut Street without having to cross over. But right now, it is only partial, and still gets used for homeless and stuff. And somebody's making quite a camp here. Oh yeah. So it goes up there and it turns back to dirt. But eventually they're going to concrete this the rest of the way. Gotta back up here so I can get turned around. I'll let you check out the creek here. It's kind of muddy and messy here right now. Just get, but yeah, I thought I'd show you the tunnel. And like I said, eventually it will be one more. Yeah, I got a walker back here. Sorry about that, folks. Okay, now we should be able to get back going. Okay. Oh, come on. Oh, I'm in too hard to gear. I should not have done that. Okay, I need the assist here to kind of help me out. Okay, whoa. Come on. Help me out. Come on. There we go. Okay. All right. Now we're go back up here. But I just thought I'd show you that. Sorry about the homeless sleeping area, but you know, that's part of the problem. The homeless are not getting taken care of. Yeah, I know. La 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 la. You can give me all the political crud you want, but no human being should be without shelter just because they can't afford it. You know, I'm sorry, but that's how I believe. And if that makes me a bleeding libtard, well, then I'm a bleeding libtard. Although I'm not, because I'm not a liberal and I'm not democratic. I'm a moderate. I believe that you know, the way the government should work is that everybody gets together. You know, your congressman and your senator and mine all get together and they hash it out, whatever comes out to be the best for the people, not the damn party, not the Republican Party, not the Democratic Party, but what is best for the people of the United States. And I don't care if you're homeless or not. If you were born here, you're a citizen of the United States, and you deserve some dignity and at least a place where you can sleep out of the heat and out of the cold. Well, sleep and live out of the heat and out of the cold. And we're back. This is I-25 here. Okay, I got to try to slow her down. Got a real sharp curve here. And since I only got one hand, I can't really turn like super sharp. Okay. Slow down here. Oh. But yeah. Well, this won't be a very long video, but I hope you enjoy the ride. And it'd be a little different because there's no music. Although I'll probably put a little intro music. Howdy? Howdy? And up over that berm there is Sinton Pond. In fact, I think I'm gonna go over here and try to climb up real quick and get a picture. Turn, baby, turn. Can't go up there because it's too steep for the trike. Don't really like to do this, but okay, I should be able to walk up here pretty easy. All right, I'll get right back to you. Bye for now. Welcome to Sinton Pond, just off the Sinton Trail, Colorado Springs, Colorado. Okay, well, I'm back. Oh. Thought I'd catch a picture of Sinton Pond for you. This is Douglas Creek. Recumbent trike coming up. Stay tight. It's amazing how strong, 3 is on the E-assist, boy. Just howdy.
You know where the cycling thing is today?
No.
Okay. You guys know if some big cycling thing going on today?
No. The cycling thing was actually yesterday. Oh, they forgot to take down their sign. And to see that basically that's a sign for we had bike to work day, the official bike to work day yesterday. And I think that's what they were thinking, but it's not today. It's actually tomorrow. I mean, it was actually yesterday, Wednesday the 24th, I believe, yeah. So, and well, I didn't have the trike fixed, so I couldn't go. And although sometimes I don't feel like I should, because I'm as we like to call it, I'm retired but poor. But I am retired, I'm not working anymore, so I'm not. I would actually be, since being at the house, it means that I have to do. There's chores I have to do and stuff like that. And well, I guess so. Technically, I would be biking away from work and not biking toward work. So, biking to work. Howdy. Looks like. But yeah. So like I said, I'm on the way back home. Back on the Pikes Peak Greenway. Oh shit. Yeah, it doesn't steer, BJ. Sorry about that. But yeah. So everything is at least back to normal for now. I gotta make an appointment with Angletech to Joe's trike has quick release front wheels, but the quick release mechanisms stick out so far that it makes it really tough to get it through really tough to get it through like a motel room door. So we're going to have the quick releases take off and go back to straight axles. And yeah, so that's kind of that'll be the next thing we have done. And yeah, it's hard to believe that June's almost over already. I think it's just because we're looking forward to going out to CycleCon, howdy, and Recumbent CycleCon in Xenia, Ohio, the 18th through the 21st of we'll be heading out on like the 15th. Passing on your left. Thank you. Like I said, we'll be heading out on the 15th because it'll take us 2 or 3 days to get there. We're not we haven't owned a car for many years, and since we don't own one, you can't really train the body to to sit in a car for 12 hours. Sadly, we still haven't figured out a way to come up with a little more money, a bit more money, to rent a truck so we could take our trikes with us. But I'm hoping that as it gets closer to September, say like about the middle of August, getting a hold of Enterprise Rental and seeing if maybe they've got some kind of special deal to so we could bring down the price of the truck. Because the problem of it is with the new smaller trucks like a Tacoma, the beds aren't square, and so I don't think we can get 2 trikes in the smaller pickup beds. Probably could in my brother's Ford Ranger, but they don't have Ford Rangers, so but so we'll probably have so we need to rent a full size pickup to make sure, because all they ever have in the rental places is the 4 doors instead of the 2 doors that would have the longer bed. And we need a minimum of a 6-foot bed, but it needs to be a fairly square truck bed to get both trikes in. You put one trike in both wheels, the 2 wheels up front, and then the other one the opposite way, and it will usually fit in a 6-foot truck bed. Because I really would like to take the trikes with us, although we have tried to howdy, hello, we have tried to make some arrangements with the trike companies, the manufacturers that are going to be at Recumbent CycleCon, to see if maybe we could rent a couple of their demos to take at least one. There's 2 fully led rides during the weekend, so we at least take one of those fully led rides. Because it's a real shame to be in Xenia, Ohio, where they hook up to, which is the center point for like, howdy? We're talking like 300 miles of bike trails, paved bike trails, and then not be able to do any of it. Plus, too, we're going to be testing, as many trikes as they'll let us test. And try to give you guys a kind of a report of, hey, this is what's going on at Cyclocon, Recumbent Cyclocon 2026. Now we're going through what I like to call the swamp area. Howdy. But yeah, so, well, I'm almost home. So I'll stop up here and say, hey, thanks, for coming along and checking out the video. And thank you so much for being a subscriber. Joe and I would really appreciate it if you'd like, share, and subscribe to our channel, Out and About on the Recumbents. And yeah, we do appreciate all our subscribers. I think we're up to like 491, so we are very close to 500. When 500 comes, I'm going to do a live, a YouTube live, just to kind of celebrate. So I'll let you guys know when that momentous occasion happens. Okay, so, well, my friends, until we come together next time, happy trails. Bye.